why the significance of creating this district here to highlight these four counties?
I think this decision recognizes the Mahoning Valley and Ashtabula the same look. We really are a unit. We want to sell this region of the state of Ohio. We have a lot of assets here, and it just makes sense. So when the community came to me about a year ago and said, look, we think it's time for these four counties to be a separate economic unit of the state of Ohio. Based on my over 40 years coming here and working with people, it just made eminent sense to me for this to happen. When you think about it, this was the only TV media market in the state that did not have a separate economic development group. If we look at the assets that we have in this area of these four counties, sometimes we forget what those assets are. The location is important. We are between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. That does, in fact, matter. It matters, I think, also that this community these communities have really been, in the last 4 or 5 years, have been moving forward. And if you just look at the different companies that have come in, I think also Youngstown State. All the places in the state, there's no place does this better. And by that, I mean the connection between the business community and the university. Under Jim Tressel, they did it fine. They did a great job. Jim understood that. Same with Johnson. It just makes sense. I think it's another asset that is right here. So the answer is it's just time. It's time to do it. Who else?
How is this going to differ from other economic development initiatives that have been put in place in the past?
Well, I think
How does this change?
Well, look, here's what's different. Over a decade ago, these regions you see up here were established. They made sense. They still make sense. But the fact that the leadership in the Mahoning Valley came to us and said, look, you made some great progress. We think we can take this to a new level. And we think we need to really be selling every single day the uniqueness of this area. My experience in life is that when you have somebody, in this case a lot of people, who say, give us the chance to do it, we'll get it done. Almost in every case, in my experience, they end up getting it done. When people want to do something, they're confident, optimistic about it, and willing to put in the work, they get it done. So it's not like this region wasn't doing well, but now, community leaders are just saying, we can take this to a new level. We can just really sail. And I believe it. They really can do it. It's a unique area of the state. And as much as it made sense to put Cleveland and Akron, Canton, together with the Mahoning Valley, it just works better. This just works better. When you ask people where they're from here, with the exception of Ashtabula, they're going to say we're from the Mahoning Valley. That's where it's from. That's how we refer to this region. And it is a region. It's a region, economic region. The other asset that we have, candidly, is we have, 1 or 2 counties at least in Pennsylvania. They're really part of this economic unity. And this recognizes, I think, that fact.
There are some obstacles you have to overcome to convince people to develop here. Brownfields are expensive to clean up. Ohio has a declining population. So how will you address those with these companies when trying to attract them here?
Well, as you know, we asked the state legislature to set aside a ton of money a few months ago and to develop sites all over the state of Ohio. What we have found is that when companies want to come in, they're in a big hurry, man. They do not want to wait for anything. And so we know that there are sites in this region that can be, in fact, developed. We're going to rely on the leadership of this community, plus the knowledge that we have, to determine which of those sites we're going to put money into. But this is something that's never been done before in Ohio, where the state has actually put a lot of money and said we can develop these sites all over the state of Ohio so that when a company comes in, these sites will in fact be there. So a lot of things that are going on right now.
this label will definitely attract bigger businesses. Is there any worry that this could push out smaller businesses?
Any worry that what?
This could push out smaller businesses if those big companies keep coming into this.
No, look, when you get a bigger business come in, you create a whole bunch of other small businesses. You either do it with economic suppliers or even things as like restaurants or other things to service the people who are working in that particular company. So it's not a finite. The pie is not this big. You can keep making this pie bigger and bigger, and that's what we intend to do. But again, this is not the state making a decision. This is the people, these 4 counties, the leadership of these 4 counties saying, we're doing well, we can do better. One of the ways we can do better is let us go on our own, let us have these 4 counties in this one region. We can sell this region better than, frankly, we could if they're in a much bigger district. So if you look at the map, they were in a huge district, big district, and now they're in a much smaller district. But I think, making the money commitment that they've made, making the commitment that they're going to get this done, I have great confidence that this is a win for all 4 of these counties. Big win. But it's a win they asked for.
Does this district also kind of harken back to the Valley's steelmaking industry and their ability to be a champion of industry and development?
Well, look, I mean, I think that culturally, these communities work together. With the exception of Ashtabula, 3 of these counties watch the same TV. They listen to the same radio. They listen to the same talk shows. They're pulled together, and the county lines don't mean a whole lot. They don't have that much connection to the rest of the whole district that they were in. So it just to me makes sense. I mean, they came to me based on what I knew and my experience of coming over many years, decades. I said, yeah, look, let's see if we can work this out. It makes sense. Anybody? Okay?
Lastly, real quick, just want to touch on the flags being at half-staff today, the passing of Jerry down there in Columbus, Missouri. Just wanted to get your thoughts on this passing.
Well, Jerry Ray served for 16 years as head of ODOT, 2 separate governors. I was there when he started. I first met him in the county engineer of county. Then Governor Voinovich, picked him and up with. He brought a great deal of professionalism to ODOT. Many of the things that we take for granted out of organization today, Jerry Ray started. The whole idea that there would be actually a formal system now called the track system, the kit where the big projects are going to be. Jerry Ray invented it. So, he just was a great leader. I miss him. He's someone I worked with very closely in the Columbus administration.